one knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if you white flags out when the war begins. Aiming so high but springing so low, trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know today's gonna be the day you notice, cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd.
Hi guys, back here with another video, and today I'm here to talk about the Inzer gripper knee wraps. Now these have very quickly become my favourite knee wraps. I'll talk you through how I first experienced them. Well, I'll take you through my full knee wrap experience, to be honest. The first knee wraps I ever bought were 2 meter THPs. I didn't wear them for long, maybe a few months. I got given some training wraps which I wore with a combination, well, in training, and then in competition I wore 3 meter signature golds for a very long time. And when I did IPF competitions I wore signature gold 2 meters until about 6 months ago when I switched to 2 meter THPs, which I got a lot of success from, with them being a bit more stretchier than signature golds. Obviously while I was doing that I was still using those training wraps every so often, but about 2 months after using the THPs, I think I used them for the All England Championship. Then I was introduced to the Inzer range of knee wraps by Kate Sweatman. She showed me atomic wraps and her gripper wraps. She wrapped me in both. I felt the grippers were more rigid, more supportive. I thought the atomic were a bit more stretchier, but I thought these were more familiar, as in there was not as stretchy as THPs, but more stretchy than signature golds. It's like a perfect middle ground. Well, I dare say they were like the stretchiness of the THP with the stiffness of a signature gold, which seems impossible. But the unique selling point about them was the grippers on the back, hence the name Inzer grippers. They've got this rubberness on the back that sort of like sticks to your leg to prevent it slipping around. So I used them at the Manchester Open and the IPF Junior World Championships, squatting 320 in both of those comps. So much I loved them that I went and bought my own pair. These were pink, I was wearing the purple ones before. I bought 2.5 meters for the ABS, the WRPF comps that I do, and I bought 3 meter ones for the GPC and the BPU comps that I do. These ones, you can see that the grip bits obviously wear over time, but they still do the job, regardless of if the grippiness is fully intact. Obviously they do wear a bit like any wrap, but the more stretchier the wrap, the more wear, the more sooner it will wear. However, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing with these ones when they wear. All it means is that you'll get more revolutions out of them. I know they sell these in wrist wraps. I don't think I've tried them in wrist wraps. It's something I would like to try, so if anyone's got any grippers, do let us know. Gripper wrist wraps, that is. I would love to try them out. But like I said, for the knee wraps, let's delve in more specifics. When I am wrapping myself with the grippers, the 2 meters I wrap myself with more often than the 3 meters. I tend to wrap 3 upwards, do 1 cross, 2 cross, 3 cross, 4 cross, and then in on the next. So that's a total of 7.5, sometimes 8 revolutions, depending how tight I go. When I'm getting wrapped by my dad, he will wrap the 3 meters. I will get anywhere from 11 to 12.5 revolutions, depending on, we may go 10 if we were doing it for a last warm-up. just to save the knees. But if we look at the last competition I did, I was wearing the 3 metre ones. It obviously helped a hell of a lot squatting the 365. Helped a lot to achieve that. If we also look, the knees, the state of my knees after them wraps. The entire knee skin had been shredded to pieces, but I'm sure it's still bruised now, weeks later. We've also can see that it completely killed off all circulation to my leg. So when you wrap these tight, these are extremely tight. I've got these are the 3 meters I've got on me right now. I've yet to wrap them when they are pre-tensioned or balled up. Again, my dad's just never got to wrap me at that higher frequency to learn how to do that. We've always found doing it just straight as it is, just saves a bit of time, a bit of wasted time balling it up, especially if it's at a competition and a short flight. Like we lifted in a 9-person flight when we did the big squat. I think we'd have been very pushed for time to pre-tension the wraps, as well as wrap that and give the crucial feedback in between each attempt. Whereas if it were maybe a flight of 12, 13, 14, we'd have been able to pre-tension it, but it's just a layer of unpredictability. So I think wrapping them freestyle, we'll just call them freestyle, gives a more reliable data. I think that's can't be argued. But if you're going for that one rep in training, or if you're going to scratch your second and just go big on your third, or like that, yeah, probably try that. But we are going to try and work on it in training. Going to see probably for our next equipped comp. We'll see if it works out, or for a classic raw comp with wraps. We'll just test that out there. But I'll give you a quick ranking of my knee wraps. So our least favourite spot is the training wraps, just because they're not very practical for anything else other than training. Next we've got the signature goal 2 meters, because I find the 2 meters you just don't get enough revolutions out of them. Then we've got THPs, that can be 2 meters or 3 meters, just because you get the extra bit revolutions. However, I do put 3 meter signature golds ahead of even 3 meter THPs, because that extra stiffness from the signature golds is okay when you've got that extra meter of revolutions to crank out of it. However, I do rank even 2 meter grippers when they are wrapped right over 3 meter signature golds. Obviously 2.5 meters, and then 3 meter grippers being the king of wraps for me at the moment. That is. I've never tried the cast wraps. I know a lot of lifters are wearing them at the moment. Apparently they're extremely stiff. I know Overkill are doing a lot of them at the moment. I've also seen people wearing the atomic knee wraps a lot. I've seen Hoff in them, I'm sure I've seen Zach in them from America. But like I said, I felt these were giving me more than atomics. But would I run a cycle in atomics just to find out? Of course I would. Any wrap really that I've not tried, I'd love to run a cycle in them. Whether that be titaniums. Don't hear much about Red Devils or Max RPM. I think they are RPM. They're one of the Titan ones. Same with any other wrap. If you've got a wrap that I haven't said, let us know. I'd love to try it. You can try some of my grippers if you've never tried these. Again, and not a lot of people have. We're having to import them in from America. But yeah, nice, short and sweet. That'll wrap it up. I'd love to thank you for joining me, and until next time, keep lifting that big weight.